to another video with me, Tabitha. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you and welcome. And those that are returning, thank you or greatly appreciate it. In today's video, as you can see, I am outside. And so what I am going to do is I am going to um, use my pavers and make me a little patio area. I have this vision in my mind, and I'm just really ready to put this vision into a reality. Um, I have other projects that's going on out here. I'm trying to make sure I focal the camera so that we don't be all up into the neighbor's yard. As I explained in my last video when I gave you an update, is that their fence fell down because we took our fence down years ago. And so I just want to make sure I'm not invading anyone's privacy and try to just show you the area that I'm working on. So trying to angle it just right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video and show that um, I'm going to, excuse me, my microphone died. So I apologize if you can't visually hear me. Anything else that takes place in the video, it will be a voiceover. So let's just go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, friends, so I am starting on this patio area. So for any of those that are returning, you're familiar that I had an old storage shed that was in this backyard that we tore down to have this new storage shed that was delivered. Well, under that shed, we had these pavers, and these are the 18 by 18, and I actually had a total of 30. Believe it or not, when we was taking this storage shed down, I told my husband, I was like, I think maybe there's 9 of those pavers under the storage shed. It was 30. So I decided, it was like, well, what am I going to do with these 30? And that is when I came up with the idea just to make a little patio area here. So what you see that I'm doing now is I am putting down cardboard and going to put the pavers over it. Okay. So let me start out by saying this. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. That was over a month ago. And you will see in this same video that I changed my mind and took the cardboard up. Okay. So over a month ago, I was putting down the cardboard, not thinking truly. I don't even know what I was thinking. So I'm not going to even try to explain that. But anyway, I'm putting the pavers over the cardboard. And so what I want to do is I vision that I can have the 18 by 18 pavers. I think 28, because I think I did 4 rows of 7. Well, I want to put a perimeter around the pavers with the gray bricks. And you'll see that later on in the video as well, of where I'm showing you, well, I'm going to use the gray bricks, but for the time being, to make sure that it is lined up, is even correctly, I'm using the red bricks that I brought up from the front yard to the back, just so that I have the correct dimensions of when I'm putting that down. So that's what I'm going to do. And so I need this patio area done first. So then that way I can move the things off of the porch and start that next project. And so that is why it is crucial for me to get this taken care of first. Okay. So you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you now. I'm going to come back later in the video, which was last week, and I took up majority of the cardboard. I trashed that, and I'm going to replace the cardboard actually with tarp. because the tarp is much thicker. It's just the same as thick as I had looked it up in Lowe's when I went into the store of putting down the paver, the liner. It was very thick, but it was just easier. It just made sense for me just to get the tarp. I end up getting 2 tarps, which is, they was the 8x14s, I think. And so I overworked myself in this particular project. I'm going to go ahead and address that now. I didn't work smart. I actually worked hard because I moved those pavers 3 times. But this is one of the hardest part is getting this down first, because once I put these down, I'm going to come and pressure wash before I start putting down the gravel drainage rocks, which is the white ones that I have in the front yard, which you have seen that in my previous video. I'm actually going to put those in between of the gray bricks and then the pavers, which will line it all the way around. And then that way I can start moving a bunch of other things that's going to go on this patio area. But it's important that I get this foundation laid out first and get the pavers clean. Yeah. So sit back, enjoy the video, and I will jump back in, ladies. I'm actually using a garden tool to help me grip up under the pavers, which make it easier for me then to pick them up and move them. So what I'm doing before I move all of the cardboard is I'm actually going ahead and lining the tarp down where you can see the indentation, the imprint from where the cardboard is. So that's easier for me to do that because you can see that because the grass has already been, done died from being up under the cardboard, which makes it easier. Plus, this very first row, that cardboard would not even come up. But anything after that first row, I was able to remove it. And so that is what I'm doing. Now, what I didn't do is I wasn't thinking that I actually had the tarp going the long way, which is by the width versus going horizontal. So that is where you'll see I'll come back into the video later on again the next day, remove the pavers again, and then decide to turn the tarp the correct way. Okay, so as you can see, it is another day. I decided to switch it up on this morning. So I decided to come into the backyard instead of going to the front because for all of those that are returning, everyone knows that the sun rises on the back side of the house and sets on the front end. And so I just decided to start in the back. I really and truly wanted to just get this foundation down. But I still didn't even accomplish that this particular morning. But I got really close. And so I set a timer for myself since the sun is on the backside and it was hot this morning. I decided to set a timer only for an hour. And I was like, what I get done in an hour, that is all I'm going to get done within this hour. So you can see now I am removing the remaining of the pavers so that way I can remove the cardboards. Again, I'm putting all of the trash, which is going to go onto the tarp that you see off to the side. So that way it's easier for me to remove all the trash at one time. I am utilizing the dolly today to remove those pavers to make it a little easier. I wasn't lifting the pavers completely up. I actually was like kind of dragging them across the yard so that way I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my lower back. So that was helped as well as the dolly helped. So I'm removing those. You're going to see me spreading the tarp all the way out. Yes, I'm going to realize that I have the tarps going the opposite way. I still, at that moment, was like, well, I can just go and buy a third tarp. But I was like, if I buy a third tarp and then now it's going to mess up the dimensions. And I just didn't want to do that. So you'll see, I later decide, you'll see that I end up changing it. So I removed the pavers again, as I stated previously. Turn the tarp the correct way, which is the horizontal way, which it left a gap in the middle. So what I did is I actually measured it and I cut that, a little bit over that size from the tarp that I'm putting the trash on. And I put that in the middle in the place of where the gap was. And so it worked out. I will say this, at the end of the video, I give you a spoiler alert. I didn't get all of the pavers put down. I got all put down but 8. And so when my husband got off work, the day after this day, I told him I was going out to do those pavers and he was here. And so he came out there and he put those 8 down. We was less out there than 10 minutes. He got them down. What I just showed you was the gray brick that I'm going to use that actually going to go around the pavers. But I'm utilizing the red bricks now just to make sure I'm putting the correct dimensions, the width from the pavers to where the rock's going to be, and then where the gray brick will lay. So that is what I was actually showing you from there. As I stated, you can see I'm putting the pavers down. They're heavy. Now, let me just be clear. Those 18 by 18, they are extremely heavy. But I was using a tool, which my tool broke. It's okay, but I just continue to use it because it actually made it easier to lift it up off the ground. Because you can't put your fingers up under the pavers. They're flat on the ground, so you have to utilize something to be able to even pick them up. And that's what I was using. You see that I did some raking. I'm trying to clean off that area a little bit as well. I have a lot of more raking and cleaning up that needs to be done by those trees as well over there behind the storage, but I'm not going to do that. We have a gentleman, a friend of the family that normally does that. We'll ask him and he'll come over and do it. So I'm going to try to get a day where my husband can get them and bring them over. And that way he can do that because even though I'm brave now to walk on side of the house, I'm a little nervous to go behind the storage. I don't know why, but I am. So yeah, we'll have to just do some more cleaning over there for me to get my nerves up to be there, because of course that is where I'm going to put my little raised garden beds over there for my vegetables that I want to grow for that area. So here is where I truly realized that I had the tarp to turn the wrong way and changed my mind that I was not going to purchase that third tarp. And now that is why I am moving the moving the pavers. And once I move these pavers, I'm just going to turn it, cut a piece of the additional tarp, add it in the middle, and get the pavers back down. I want to take the time and thank everyone for stopping by today's video. I greatly appreciate each and every last one of you. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. I hope you like this type of content. For those that are new, right now I am outside because I am trying to tackle some of my outdoor projects. But I also do DIY home projects, DIY crafting, small home renovations, even cleaning with me. And so I have a lot that I do on this channel, not just the outdoor, but this will be an ongoing project that's outside. But I will be incorporating more of the in-home video as well as decorating videos, changing around things and whatnot. So you will see those. But this outdoor backyard will be ongoing, I know, all the way through even the fall. This is important. The porch is important at the moment. And so that is what I'm just tackling now to get that done. When it cools off a little, then I'll be able to do more of the back. If you truly think about it, this is July. Next month is August, and we'll be getting ready to get into the fall decorations, which is my favorite season. And so we'll have to go through the hottest month, of course, which is August, and cool off a bit in September. Again, thank you for stopping by today's video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.